When I mold the face, I look at the picture and then I exaggerate the features, like his ears stand out pretty far, his eyes are tilted down, and he has that balding forehead brow with the lines running through it, and of course the beard. And then I try to caricature that in a funny way by pinning the pieces on him. I take some straight pins and I just pin down the nose, the eyebrows, the hair, kind of get it in position. This is my mom's nose before any fabric's been added to the outside. It's just multi-layers of polyfoam and a round plastic ball on the end, and it sort of has two flared nostrils. I always work with a picture of the person I'm trying to mimic or characterize or make into a comic in front of me, so I can actually study the features on their face. For instance, my mom's nose is on the large size. It has almost flared nostrils and a strong line and end, round bulbous end, almost like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'll get you, my pretty. I'm trying to mimic the features of Arun's nose. Although this nose looks similar to his nose, it has like a rounded ball at the end that dips down and the nostrils kind of flare back on the sides. When I turn it to the side, it's very flat, and his nose is not. His face doesn't look flat like that. In fact, he has a very distinguished nose. So built a new nose. Oops. I built a new nose of styrofoam. I built a new nose of foam. I added a styrofoam ball at the end and some rope to give it some bone structure line around underneath the stretchy fabric. And these are just some, I don't know, what are they, foam? I don't know what they are. Foam pieces. I don't know where I got them. They were lying around the house, but they look kind of the right size for a nostril. So it gives you... Oops, I keep dropping his nose. Nobody knows. It gives you a similar, kind of exaggerated structure of his nose. But then, when it turns to the side, it looks a little bit more realistic. Here it is on the face before it gets covered in fabric. I have made this nose probably 3 or 4 times. After a while you start to truly feel like a plastic surgeon, that every nip and tuck gives a different appearance. Here's the beginnings of my nose. And in order to make the fabric sock that goes over the nose, I spray glue the nose and a piece of the fabric and cut it off at the seams after it's wrapped, and then unwrap it, and I've made myself a template pattern for the nose so that it can be sewn. Otherwise I wouldn't begin to guess how to guess at the template. Then I can trace the pattern on the back side of the fleece. There is a front side and a back side. The front side's a little more fuzzy, leaving myself like a 1/2 inch or enough room to actually sew a seam. When I sew the nose, I'm leaving the 1/2 inch And I'm leaving an area at the end where I can turn it inside out and stuff the foam in there. Okay, the first nose sock didn't come out right because I sewed it 2-dimensionally and I forgot that it's 3-dimensionally. It should have been sewn like this for the nostrils. So here's the second nose sock, and it was too big, so I ended up doing it by hand, and then I tried to pinch it for the nostrils, and it should have had 2 pinches, and it's too long, so forget it.